The Green Rush. From the windy cities of the Midwest to the golden beaches of California, for the last decade, legal marijuana has been making its claim on our nation, going from shady alleyways and sketchy drug dealers to mom-and-pop shops and mainstream retail stores. The marijuana industry is evolving, and there's one dispensary chain in Colorado that's pushing that evolution further and faster than anyone could have imagined.
Marijuana should be made legal now!
Marijuana is usually inhaled from a kind of cigarette.
This is the real action, the pot party.
Let's start from the beginning. It used to be that you needed a medical prescription and a medical ID to receive legal cannabis in Colorado. Then, in 2012, it all changed and recreational marijuana was made available to everyone. On January 1st, 2014, the first recreational cannabis stores opened their doors to the public. Since then, it has grown to over 500 stores in Colorado alone. So, how does that much rapid growth affect production and cultivation? Or, generally, how do people do business?
We had to select genetics that can compete in the marketplace, and Colorado is a very, very competitive marketplace. We are constantly creating new genetics, introducing new genetics, ChemDog, Granny Mac, Super Lemon Mac. This is about a 3-acre greenhouse complex. It's the largest complex in the state of Colorado. I concentrate on the curation of what we grow and introduction of new genetics. So a lot of our things are in-house, exclusive, clone-only cuts. So we try not to grow like mass-produced genetics. You know, we try to keep it methodology as close to boutique as possible. Like, you'll go into a boutique grow, you'll probably see cannabis this beautiful. I don't think people expect that when they come into someplace scaled this large. So to be able to extend that quality onto the consumer at a very, very affordable price, something we're very proud of. We do things very clean here. We try to run as close to organic environment as possible. Translates into a much cleaner, more pristine concentrate. So everything comes out very top-notch, the blondest of colors, and of course a very, very high terpene profile.
With so much consideration on how the plant is cultivated, what is to be said about efficiency and the footprint that's left on our planet? I mean, we're all green, but what is being done to not only talk the talk, but also walk the walk?
One thing that sets us apart, our carbon footprint is considerably less than a lot of these places. This facility here are greenhouses, so our lights are off about 80% of the time compared to a traditional indoor warehouse. Here we manufacture all of our own soil, so we can do that from the bottom up, adding all the things that we've deemed to be beneficial in our situation here with greenhouses and trying to kind of keep that cycle length short. So you can see actually, so these, for instance, are a beneficial mite that would control bad mites. That's a pretty expensive way of doing it, but it's a very green way of doing it also. In 2009, when we started, that was actually I think it was like House Bill 1264, I believe. But that was basically when the rules dropped, which created the Marijuana Enforcement Division and things like that. So when we started in 2009, it was very different. I mean, there was no instruction manual. I mean, there's really no instruction manual for any of this, but from a regulatory standpoint, a guy like me is looking for an instruction manual. Give me the rules to go by, and that's what we'll do. The nuts and bolts of growing weed and what you're looking for in those flowers hasn't changed a lot. Prices have come a long way, as in down. It used to be $60 an eighth, and now it's 15. 10 if it's on sale. So if that doesn't change the way you do business, nothing will.
So as cannabis goes from plant to product, such as flower, concentrates, and ingestibles, how is the retail side of the industry adjusting to this rapidly changing landscape?
I help the organization overseeing the operations of the company. That's the 14 retail locations that we have throughout the state, including locations like Telluride, Breckenridge, Aspen, and multiple in the Front Range locations. We also carry a lot of variety of products within our stores. So working with our vendors and increasing those vendor relations within the organization and providing our customers with these type of products and the diversity that we can have in all of our shops. We really want to normalize the cannabis experience. We want cannabis to be accessible to everybody. So in doing that, we try to really provide a superior customer experience. When they walk in the store, they know they're part of the Green Dragon family, and we can provide them the education, the products, or really meet any of their needs when it relates to the cannabis experience. At Green Dragon is that one-stop shop for them.
So what have we learned? The cannabis industry has grown from black market to fair market. Quality and customer service has taken the place of convenience and availability. From your local dealer to your local neighborhood dispensary, industry innovators like Green Dragon have taken it upon themselves to raise standards for cannabis growth in retail, adding to the culture that exists today. Now, 8 years after the first legalization of recreational marijuana, we celebrate the quality of cannabis products in events like the High Times Cannabis Cup. If this is where a little less than a decade has brought us, who knows what the future holds?